Now, a way to legally and ethically cheat on your research by simply asking for the answers. Let's talk about what to do when you are working with an existing product. So what do I mean by existing product? You've probably seen that on some of the slides leading to this point and thought, what the heck is that about? Well, so far, everything I've said has kind of assumed that you're working with this brand new offer, this brand new product that's never been sold before. So there are no customers, no one's buying it yet, and you have to go out in the wild and do all your research and, look at forums or whatever you're going to do and talk to the client. But often, this isn't the case. When you come on to work with a product that already exists, guess what? There's a list of customers. There are people who've bought it before. There are people who are being asked to buy and saying yes or no. And you can ask all these people questions. So here is a fact that I have learned: working with already launched products makes your life so much easier when it comes to market research and writing the copy. That's because it means you can survey all those people, or you can speak to all those people and ask them, why did you buy? Why didn't you buy? And so on. So I view it as there being three main groups you can get useful info from. There are actually four, I'll talk about that, but three that you can get useful info from. The first is past buyers. These are people who are existing customers. So if you have a person who is selling services and they have an existing customer list, these are all people who agreed to buy in the past, right? If they're existing customers, it means in the past they agreed to buy. So I call them past buyers. And they are going to be the easiest to get information from, because you would just say something like, hey, can I send out a survey to your list? And again, I'm going to go into great detail on how to do this later in the course. Here I'm just giving you the overview. So that's the first group of people, the existing customer list, the past buyers. The second group of people are current buyers. And that is people who are coming in through the doors right now as we speak every day. If you're a business selling every day, if you have people calling up, buying your stuff, or walking into your store and buying your stuff, or going to your website and buying your stuff, every single day you have people making the purchase decision, and you can ask them at the moment of purchase what they're thinking. So that is a second golden way to get feedback. Or even if you have a product that you're not selling every day, maybe you do it in launches. Maybe it's an online course that you do launches for. Every time you do a launch, you can ask the people who just bought about it. The third group you can get good information from are the current non-buyers. So it's not just people who buy that we want to know things from. We also want to know why people don't buy. If we run a sale and we send a sales email to someone, they click through to the sales page, but they don't buy, well, it's very useful to say, why didn't you buy? So these are the questions that we'd ask these people, right? The past buyers, we're going to ask them, what made you buy in the past? Why did you buy in the past? Now, that's going to be a little less reliable because it's been a while since they bought, but they can still tell us, and they're usually easy to access. The current buyers, the people who right now, every day, today, are making the decision to buy, we want to get them at the moment of purchase and ask them, hey, why did you just buy? What's going through your mind right now? Tell me all about it. And that is going to be a gold mine of the psychology of the prospect who is buying right now. And similarly, number three, the non-buyers, people who right now, today, maybe they walk into your store and they walk out without buying something. They visit your website and they're about to click away and they get hit with a pop-up survey, or they get emailed a sales email and they click through, or they don't click through and they don't buy. So then you send them a survey saying, hey, why didn't you buy? Those three groups with those three main questions are a goldmine of information. Now, I mentioned that there was sort of this fourth group that you could ask, and that is the prospect list who hasn't even been offered the chance to buy. Maybe someone who just joined your email list and they've never even seen one of your products yet. And you would just be asking them theoretical questions like, would you buy? So for obvious reasons, they're not as good. So these three groups are the most important ones. Now, obviously, you're going to need surveys to do this bit. And I alluded to that just then. You will need to actually email people or survey them. And that is something I'm going to be showing you how to do, like I said, in great detail. This is a cornerstone piece of my method. I came up with several ways of making and analyzing surveys, which I want to show you. But we are going to revisit this later in the course. Right now, I just want to give you that overview idea that when you are working with a product that is not new, you have this gold mine of customers you can ask, and that is going to be some super valuable market research. And with that completes our understanding the market section. So you can rejoice about that for now, and we're going to be moving on to how we actually structure the information that we've found. And that is going to be awesome. Let's get to it.